Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're going to be making expandable pockets. This is a stash builder in that series. So we're going to make expandable pockets. I'm only putting 2 in mine, but you can put more. I'll show you how to do that. Excuse the sound of my printer in the background, but you know, printer's got to print. Yep. Okay, so hopefully it's not too loud. This is, okay, let me give you the measurements. This is, I use lightweight cardstock. You can use that or whatever you have. You can use that. I use lightweight cardstock and I printed it. It's that background page on both sides, so I got the same color, you know. So the outside of the wallet, that's this part, is 4.5 wide, and then, you know, more or less the length of your page. And chop it down. Let me see what this is. Yeah, it's about 8.5. The half of your page, if that makes sense. Like if your page is this way, this is the 8.5 inches this way, 4.5 inches this way. Okay, just stick with that instead of my trying to explain it wrong. Okay, so you score this end, your top flap, at 1.5. 1.5 is a good length for me for a flap, so that's what I usually go to. And then this part, you turn it over and you score 3 inches for this particular one. Now these are so easy to make bigger, smaller, whatever you want to do with them. You can do all kinds of stuff with them, okay? So don't think you have to just do it this particular size only. You can do these all different sizes, okay? This, I wanted to make sure it would fit on just about any journal page that I would want to put it into, because it's a stash builder. So I'm going to build them and put them in my stash and then pull them out as needed, right? So that's why I made them this size for me. And I hope that works for you guys too. So that's what that is. Now for the pockets, the inside pockets here, they are, and I'll put all this down in the description box, all the measurements that I'm using. You don't have to use these ones, but just if you want to do this. 5 inches wide and 6 inches long, because, you know, you're just going to fold it to make your pocket. Okay, and you score it 1/4 on each side. That's why it's 5, because you've got 4.5 here. 1/4 on each side makes it back down to 4.5, right? Okay, and then score it 3 inches. The middle, just fold it in half, right? Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And like I said, I'll put the measurements in the thing, okay? All right, I've got a freebie for you because I'm still working on the dollhouse. And so I'm going to decorate one of these to go in the dollhouse journal. And this is sort of my just montage of stuff that's going to go on that page. An old hope chest or trunk or whatever, you know, to put your stuff in, because it's, you know, it's an expandable, it'll hold a lot of stuff. And this is for the lid. This is an old photo album cover, and you can make that into a photo album if you want to. If I can get that up close, it's got the girls' pictures on it. Or you can just do what I'm going to do, make a little journal card with it. And this one is, it's a Bible, a big old Bible, you know. Now, if you don't do the Bible thing, you can always just, you know, put something over that where it says Holy Bible and use it as a big old book, you know, whichever way you want to do that. This is like a Navajo rug that I'm going to hang on the wall. So, I mean, you know, okay. So this is the freebie that goes with what we're doing today, all right? And this is my paper that I'm going to show you how to make what we're doing today, all right? This is just a regular U.S. letter size, 11 inches by 8.5. And that's what I was saying. It's 8.5 inches because it's the, this way, it's the width of the paper, right? Okay, so that's what I was talking about. Okay, let's just cut it out and get on with our stuff, right? Okay, we've got our first cut is 4.5 inches. So I try to keep it straight. Every now and then I'll just cut all kinds of wonky, but if I find that if I push it from the bottom up, this top part will line that up. And that works for most trimmers, cutters, paper thingies, you know? So there you go. Okay, so we've got this. And let's cut our, let's leave that open and cut our pocket as well. So our pocket is 5 inches. Yep, it's 5 inches, right? Let me check my notes so I can keep me and you both straight. 5 inches wide and 6 inches long. So we've got our width. Let me put this aside. And now our length is going to be 6. So there. Now what we do is just our scoring, okay? This is really simple, but sometimes you get busy and you think, oh, I don't want to go to the trouble to make one of those. Well, you know, if you have them made up already, like I said, for stash building, then you're good, right? Oh, I don't have my good bone folder. Hold on a minute. I'm going for it. Okay, I'm back. Now, we have it on our 5. We're going to score at 1/4 inch. And as I've said before, I use my scoreboard sideways because it's easier for me to hold the paper still. It wiggles around on you. Okay, we're going to do both sides at 1/4. All right. And then you can score it at 3, but I'm just going to fold it in half. That works for me. Yep, just line it up and fold it in the middle, right? Okay. Oh, I got to do my top, my outside part, okay? I'm going to do 1.5. Yep, 1.5 there. And then I'm going to turn it around and score at 3, okay? So we've got our scoring done, we've got our cutting done. We've got all that done. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back again. So now that we've got this done, we're just going to give everything a good pressing, folding and pressing and folding and pressing, right? That's what we do. We are paper crafters, so we craft with paper, and that's not completely straight. Sometimes you got to fix it, you know? That's okay. We can do that. Then we've got this one, and that makes our wallet, our outside of the thing. Now you can round the corners. I did on mine, and I will on this one, and ink it up. That's not a big deal, right? Okay, so to make the inside pockets, they're going to sit right in here like so, right? And they'll just fit right in there. Okay. So what I like to do when I'm doing this, let me get my scissors, and I go ahead and I do that, take that little corner off, just a little edge, a wedgie, right? Sorry. My boys used to call it that. Anyways, we'll move on. Okay, and then I'm going to take off just a little edge up here, and there, and take this one completely off. You only need one for the gusset on this particular model, okay? So we're just going to take that off right in the, you just want to take the whole score line, fold line, whatever. You just want to take that off, okay? And get rid of all those little tidbits. Okay, so we'll take our good bone folder, there's another one, and we will press that down really good and flat. So I've been making several of these because I wanted a quantity of them to go in my stash. I hope they'll do you guys some good. So to close them, what I like to do is, you know, the double stick tape, yeah, and some glue. So I'm just going to put just this little thin, I think it's an 1/8 is what it's called, but it sure does help. We're all about the quality and making it work, right? Okay, so I'm going to take this little squeegee tool and press that down really good. Now, sometimes it might not look like I'm pressing very hard on this, but I really am pressing hard. I look at the videos and I think, well, that looks like I just la-di-da'd that, and I didn't la-di-da it. I, you know, pressed really hard. So, anyways, no la-di-daing. Alright, I'm going to do one side at a time because that way I can line it up straight. I can keep it straight. Now, if I'm doing this not on a video, I go in and ink this whole thing beforehand. I will ink it on the afterwards for this one. So, yeah. But you want it to line up as straight as possible. I don't know what my printer is doing over there, growling at me. Okay, now, then I'm going to go ahead and do this. Take this one out and put a little glue on here so we get good adhesion, right? And then get it straight and give it a good press down. But yeah, I'll ink all this up after the fact because we've got plenty more to work with that I have prepared already. Okay? Alright, now the actual putting it together is pretty simple. Okay, you have it come out and it's going to be like that. So how do you get those to stick together? Let me show you. Okay, so I'm putting 2 in my little wallets. You can put more. You can put even just 1, but you can put more if you'd like. When you want to put more, you need to make yourself sort of a little spine down here on the holdy part of it, so that you've got enough room. And what you could do is, like, if you're going to put 3 or 4 in there, go ahead and put them in there and sort of just line them up and fold it over, and that way you know where to score or where to crease, you know, to put your extra room. Okay, so I'm only going to put 2 because that's how I'm going to do these. 2 is big enough to hold a lot but not get too bulky on you. Okay, so I did tape on this side and tape on this side for one of them. Okay, not on this side, but I did tape on this side. The reason for that is this one is to hold these 2 together, so let's do that. You line them up where they're straight together, and then you just sort of just press them together like so, and you've got that. Yeah, and then you've got your little sort of like an accordion thingy, you know. Okay, so now you've got tape on both sides here, and we're going to just set this in here, and we're going to put the back on first. You can put the front on first. It's whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. It's yours. You're making it. And what I'm going to do is get it all lined up with the non-sticky parts first, and then I'm going to just fold it over like so, and then that is stuck to the back, right? Okay, now if you're not using double stick tape, just use glue and hold it for a second longer, ever how long it takes your glue to hold, and there you go. Now it's pretty simple. Once you get one of them worked through, it's really easy to do the next one and the next one. I'm going to show you one more time, and then we're going to decorate one of them because, yep, because it's fun. Yeah. And I need to put it in my dollhouse journal. So, yep. Once again, you've got, oh, let me turn it around so I'm the same way both times. You've got tape here, no tape here, and tape here. And if it gets confusing, just rewind me. You'll see it in a minute. You'll grasp the concept of it. It's, you know, one of those things. Okay, take the tape off the middle inside part. Oh, make sure you've got your tops and your top together because that would be awkward if you didn't. Okay. All right. Once again, we're lining them up just like so, and then we're just easing them together. I think putting them together on a table like this helps because you got your bottoms together. They're, you know, on the table, right? So, yep, there's that. And then we've got our this there. And we're going to do this number and put this to the back. Okay. Line it up with the non-sticky parts first. And then just put it down. Like I said, if you're doing it with glue, just hold it a minute longer. And it'll stick and it'll work. Either which way you want to do that. I like the double stick tape because it's just simple and easy. Okay, so now we've got that, and I'm going to use some Velcro to close mine, but I may not put, and I did on that one that I showed you, wherever I put it, but I'm going to decorate this one, and so we'll just do that. Okay, I've got my chest here, my hope chest, or whatever you want to call it, a big old trunk. And I'm going to put that down there. I've got some tape already on the back of it for this purpose. And I think this is going to be so cool in the dollhouse journal. So there you go. I'm having a lot of fun with the dollhouse journal. But I know I'm going to be making lots and lots and lots more. So it's good to have some already made. Then I can just bring out the stuff. Yeah, this is reprinted because that was a misprint or something. When I do that, I use the paper. Because nobody's going to see underneath this. Never. It is down there. So, yeah. Why not print on the other side, right? Okay. So now we're going to put this one up there. When you're developing digital stuff, you have to print it out and see what it looks like. Because sometimes you have to resize it or move this over or do, you know, all kinds of stuff. And so, yeah, you have some extra printouts, and then you just print on the back of them because why waste that paper or cardstock, right? I'm not gonna waste. So I'm gonna put this down here carefully so that that's the top of my big old, you know, trunk to hold family memorabilia or whatever, you know, you would hold in there. Okay, so we've got that, and I will put some Velcro here to hold that closed. And I'm going to put my Bible. I thought, you know, you're not just going to have a trunk there. You're going to stack stuff on top of it too. So I'm going to put this big old family Bible there. And I'll show you what I'm doing with it. I'm just going to put it flat down because I don't want it moving around. Okay. Make sure I don't put it upside down. That would be awkward. Okay, now I've got that there, and it's not going to be in the way of, you know, the lid opening completely. Now these, I made them to where you can just stick them in a pocket in a journal, okay? This one is going to go down on a page, but I'll probably make a pocket behind it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to move those out of the way. Okay, here's where I'm putting it. On the brick wall next to the fireplace. It's a thing, right? Okay, so I've got these ones up here. They're already inked and ready to go. This is going to be my Navajo rug hanging up over the, hope chest. This is my little photo album from the freebie. And I made it a journal card, so it's going to slide right in there. I know, I'm silly sometimes, but that's the way it works. Okay, so now I'm going to put this, I'm going to go ahead and get my Velcro. I'm not going to use a whole Velcro, I'm going to use a half of Velcro, if that makes sense. I know you can't see this unless it's just shining at you. It's a thing, right? Okay, I'm going to get one of these and one of those, and I'm going to get it out of the way. Stick these together. Yep. And then I'm going to cut them in half. If that makes sense to anyone. Yep. And once I do that, I'm going to trim this off. And once I use this, I'm going to stick it back on top of that because that's sticky. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. So let me do this. Trying to get it straight, You try, and then you hope for the best, and then you peel this thing off. Okay. I want to line up my straight edge with my straight edge on the thingy, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to stick this back over the sticky part of this, because that'll be another one ready to go for next time. Put all this back together. Because this stuff's easy to lose if you don't keep up with it, right? Or it is for me. So I have to keep up with it. All right. Now we've got that. The woolly sides up here and the clearish roughy sides down here. Okay. Now, where'd my... Oh, here it is. Wow, I'm flipping stuff all over the place. Okay, so do I want it to be a side loader or a top loader? I should have decided that beforehand, huh? Okay, so I think I want it to be a side loader on this side. So yeah, okay, I'm going to put the tape here and here and here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a little more substantial tape on this than I did on the pockets. Okay. I think this is maybe half an inch. Maybe a quarter. It's a half an inch, I think. Okay. Not this side. Not this side. So I'm going to put this here. Like so. And excuse my reach. Oh. Put that there. And this one up through here. And I'll eventually put something in there, but I have the option to do that now. There's lots of little journal cards in this kit, so yep, not a problem. Remember, if you're using the double stick tape, always give it a good pressing. Okay, now I'm going to put this here. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, all at one go, so I have to be careful, right? Yep. Okay, we've got all that off. Let's see what we can do. I want to make sure if I don't get it down exactly right the first time, that I can, you know, kind of nudge it back off and try again. Having the glue on here gives me that. Even though this is a really quick drying glue, it doesn't dry quite as quick on the tape. Maybe it's because it's not absorbing into anything yet. It takes it a minute to do that. So let's see. I want it in the middle, centered, like so. That's pretty good. I don't think we'll have to nudge that. Okay, what's ridging? Do I have, oh, it's a button. Let me move that up. That's another video. That's a different one. Okay. All right, now we've got that. So let's get our, and we've got our, you know, our pocket back there. And we've got our, all of our storage in there. So this is the next thing we're going to put down. I'm just going to put this down, and this down. Oh, that works. Both side loadings. Okay. This, not this side. Okay, I'm going to hold that side. So, yep. Yes, again, another printed on the back, but it's cardstock. We don't want to waste that stuff. It costs money. Dude, really. Okay. Yep, if I hold the side that I'm not sticking down, maybe I can, you know, remember what I'm doing. I want it in the center, Yep, like so. Okay. That looks pretty. I like it. Okay, now we've got our little journal card to slide right in there, like so. Not too far, because, you know, you want to be able to pull it back out. Might have to get tweezers. Okay, so we've got that. We've got this, lots of storage in here. And like I said, if you wanted to make them with more storage in there, you definitely can do that. I think this is awesome. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. This journal is progressing. Guys, it's really coming along really nicely. Okay, so we've got our brick wall. That was a freebie. This is a freebie. This is a freebie. This is a freebie. Yeah. Lots of freebies to go along with. Well, when I make a journal kit, I'm never always finished. I'm never ever completely finished with it. Because I always think of, oh, I could do this and I could do that and this other thing and this other thing and, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I have to do some more. So I have to share with you guys. Okay, so there you go. Our storage. Expandable wallet. And these are going to be great to go in the stash. Lots of them to build and to put together. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you can make you some and have them in your stash. It's easier that way. Because when we're making a journal, sometimes we just think, oh, I would do that, but, you know. But if they're in your stash, just pull them out and decorate them and you're good to go. That's a lot easier. Okay. All right. For the drawing, I'm doing a draw for digital journal kit. It's 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. When I reach each one of those milestones with my YouTube channel, I'm going to do a draw for a free digital journal kit. Any of them that's in my Etsy shop, free game, you choose, I'll send you the files straight from me. Okay, so to be entered into the drawing, all you have to do is make a comment. Put a smiley face, say hi, whatever you want to do. Just, you know, make a comment or ask a question, of course, if you have questions. Okay, so then another thing is, if you want the freebies, they're on my website, completely free. You don't have to give me your email or sign up for anything. It's just all free. So they're there, all of them that I've done from the beginning to now, unless I forgot something. Most of them are there. Okay, so, yep. Say hi, enter the drawing. Getting closer to the first draw, and it's going to be so much fun. Yep, I think that's it for today. I've rambled on long enough, so there you go. You guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Have some fun. Thanks for watching. TTFN.